All right, we're into the news now. But when it comes to Justin Fields, Ivan, which side of the fence are you on with Justin Fields? And I don't even necessarily want to say with the Jets because, yes, he got the 2-year deal. But
sure.
We all know that second year is very similar to Stephon Diggs and to Sam Darnold's contracts. All three of those guys signed deals where their only guarantee was in year one. And then if they stay on the team past a certain date in the offseason, then that next guarantee kicks in for the next year. So for all intents and purposes, this is essentially a one-year deal for Sam Darnold, for Stephon Diggs, for Justin Fields. Now, of course, with Sam Darnold, he's balling out. I think he's staying. But anyway, as far as Justin Fields goes, what's your take with him? And you can either say with the Jets, but just your take on Justin Fields, the quarterback. What's your take?
Yeah, it's just hard to watch him, man. I think he's, like you said, the polarizing take is there. Unfortunately, we just haven't seen enough to really feel confident of him being a franchise quarterback. And I was watching the Fantasy Footballers early this morning, and they had a take. More so, Jason Moore was
favorite.
Yeah,
they're my favorite.
Are the GOATs.
Yeah, favorite. Anyway.
Yeah, they're so awesome. And Jason Moore had said, I don't think that Justin Fields will have the ego to allow this, but he may be better suited playing a skill position, just because unfortunately the skill set there as a quarterback isn't there consistently. And that's where I fall too, where I just feel like every time he's in the pocket, it's just a hit and miss. You just never know what kind of output you're going to get, and that's a problem, especially at the quarterback position. I mean, thankfully, it's been okay for playmakers such as Garrett Wilson, but I think that just speaks to how good Garrett Wilson is. I mean, these guys like Garrett Wilson, Jamar Chase, there's a certain amount of wide receivers, and even back in the day, DeAndre Hopkins, where it didn't matter who was under center, these guys were always going to produce. Unfortunately, Justin Fields for me isn't it, and I think that the Jets have something to really figure out, especially when you got a veteran like Tyrod Taylor that seems to be getting favorite from the locker room.
Let me just throw a curveball at you. Okay, let me just ask you again in a different way. Justin Fields, do you think has been placed in bad situations outside of the Steelers? He was with the Chicago Bears in a terrible situation. He was with the Steelers in a good situation, but just they never really gave him, I guess, the chance once Russell came in. But he was 4-2 to start, and now he's with the Jets, who is an utter failure. Like, could you place another quarterback in there and they get a couple of wins? Maybe. And by the way, Justin Fields, it's not like they're getting blown out. I mean, they've been close a couple of times. So with Justin Fields, do you think it's just been put in bad situations, or do you honestly think it doesn't matter where he goes? He's just not that guy to be the starter of the franchise of your team.
Yeah, I'm on the latter. I mean, I get it that maybe the whole Steelers situation, even with the Bears, as far as them not being able to get the weapons that they needed to get for him. But he still got, of course, some good chances there. I don't know. I'm just more of the latter. I just haven't seen anything to be like, oh yeah, like this guy's been completely done dirty, because the skill set hasn't been there consistently. And I think it was 2 years ago when we first started connecting. We were all looking forward to the year 3 breakout, and it didn't really come. And for example, when we see guys that take that leap, like for example Josh Allen, and we see Jalen Hurts that take those leaps into their third season, I don't know. I'm just more so, I'm not sold on Justin Fields. And we can go and make this a little bit of a longer video, but I'll just make it as short and possible and say, no, he's just not it for me.
He's not that guy. Justin Fields, he ain't that guy, man.
Not that guy.